Alright, I'm going to do this video. Republican Congressman. So I thought his name was Brown or something. I don't know. I'll see it when I start up the video. He's going ape nuts over gun violence. Like they're the ones that teach their kids to shoot guns at 5 years old, and by the time they turn 17, they get all nutty with the guns and shit. Before they're even at the age of reason. They should make it a law that you can't shoot a gun until you're 25. Or at least a rifle. Or one of those assault weapons. At least. That. Until you can understand what that is. Because people like this, okay, he's a big danger to this whole country. As far as I'm concerned, he's some plant from another country like Africa, saying, let's get rid of all their guns and disarm them, and then they're going to come over here with their little black army and conquer America in a year. Because they ain't got nothing to fight back with. Over in the Ukraine, they're giving grannies AK-47s and forcing them to fight on the front lines. Really? Putting grandma out there, and they tell her, you don't go out there and fight, you're gonna get it right now. And then pushing the moms, the breastfeeding moms that have baby strollers to go out there too. They gotta fight the Russians. Those are Nazis. They make everybody fight because they don't want to lose power. Now this guy, he's making a big old scene about something in a country that protects the right to have guns, to protect yourself. If they're shooting each other, they're doing it because they don't want the gang member on the other corner taking their little drug spot, where they're making money down on the bottom, under the table, not paying any taxes. That's what all that gun violence is about. They're shooting each other over the drugs. And if you do get some wacko, their parents probably taught them all about guns and shit. And then he just did all that before he's 20 years old. School violence. They shouldn't be allowed to be handling anything like that till they're 18. I've caught Dr. Taylor Marshall teaching his kid how to shoot submachine guns at under 10 years old. They can't even comprehend what it's like for a child to do a crime. I worked at companies, when I was in my teens, and if there was some employer said that, to break the law, you don't know what you're doing. You're just following orders. It's just like these priests. They tell you that there's some Jesus to go believe in, and you grow up later on, you find out it's just all words in a book, like Superman. You find out, I've been mentally ill for like 50 years. Let's see what he has to say.
Ask them about gun violence. What are they doing about it?
What are they doing about it? He says nothing. But Biden, it's already having an effect on him because he's the peer pressure on the white man. He's going to take everybody's machine guns away so they can't battle, the Aussies are bringing in leopard tanks now. They're getting all surrounded by these big, gigantic tanks. Once they deal with Russia, they're going to take out America. America can't fight the whole world. Russia's the only thing that prevents the world from coming over here. Because if America was, to be in the same situation, they would band together and beat them all like they did before.
Nothing! They don't have the courage! They're cowards!
Oh, he's calling everybody cowards? My grandfather fought in World War II. Where were these guys? They just sat around and cooked dinners for everybody because they don't want to be on the front line? Huh? They chicken shits over there in front of the Japanese and shit? Doing bonsais at them? They run around with their head cut off, screaming, "Help me, Jesus!" praying the rosary.
Ask them every day, what are they going to do about gun violence?
The black people are just like fanatics with guns. They do violence on everybody. I walk down the street, And if you look at them the wrong way, they shoot you. That's all coming over here now. All these people from Detroit, they're all spilling over here. I don't want to see them over here. Every time I go to the store, they freaking bump into me and make stupid comments, and I gotta scream at them and tell them, "Don't talk to me like that, motherfucker."
Don't let them off the hook! Don't let them talk about TikTok! Don't let them talk about nonsense! Talk about the lives of children!
You don't give a fuck about the lives of children. Why would you give a fuck? Does your neighbor care if your kid drives your car into a car accident? You know? They don't care. As long as it ain't them. They only care when the shit comes over here and then the white people gotta see it all happen over here. They just deal with the black people, you know. If they come over here to try to rob you, self-defense. That's my experience with black people. They're just gonna rob you.
American children are being killed in the suburbs, in rural communities, in urban communities.
He said American children. The American children are getting killed every day are these little black kids, you know, selling dope. Little 17-year-old kids that they grow up and they turn 25. They get their own little corner now, like freaking the mafia. And LL Cool J down the street pops him because he want to get his little corner and all the money he got in his pocket. I used to talk to these black guys. He almost get shot over by the stratosphere. One kid got shot 5 times in the chest. I'm taking x-rays on him. He showed me his scars. I said, "Oh my God, dude, you're so lucky." It hit him in the sternum, you know, the hardest place.
Black, white, brown, indigenous, everyone, Asian, everyone. Ask them the question.
I'm talking
about gun violence.
You know, there's never been
I'm
a
talking
school
about gun
in
violence.
the school that allows teachers to carry.
Carry guns, which is
more
more guns leads to more death. You listen to what I'm saying. Calm down, children are dying.
I know, I've got
None of their own children.
I know,
I
I'm not
work
talking to
in the
you.
school.
You can't talk to some irate black guy trying to do away with the Constitution of the United States. What's he doing there? He's making it dangerous for everybody. You know, the frickin' Ukraine, they got this SU that goes through all the frickin' houses and pulls out all the people in there, Jews, and puts them up against the wall and does something to them. I got pictures of it. I went in there and their Facebooks and pulled it all out with my God powers. This black person right here, he's nutty as a fruitcake. Go to Africa, everybody's got a gun down there. I'll tell you why, because they come with their machetes and they haul you out, and it's not pretty with the little machetes. They're crazies over there in Africa. You better have a machine gun over there. You're done. They say I'm racist putting this up. My experience my whole life with black people is an argument like that every day in my life. Get them the fuck out of here. I go to the store, it's an argument like that. Okay? I'm in line. Get the fuck out of my way. It's an argument like that. Everywhere I go. I'm checking out the grocery store. Somebody bumps me and says, "Get out of my way, I want a basket." Saying, "Fuck you." That's an argument like that. I'm God. I show you on my videos that I'm God. Do I want these idiots around me? This guy is not somebody like Denzel Washington or Obama, where you can talk to him in a sensible manner. Look at him, he's irate. They're all like that. All these black people, they demand action right now. Even if it goes against the Constitution. I want action right now. If he wants action, go down there and tell him to teach all the black people shooting people in their teenage years is a ticket, straight ticket to hell. Go see how far he gets down there. They'll just cap him off and say, "Shut up, fat man."